Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and today I'm taking a first impressions look at Nuts, a game that I don't know too much about, but know just enough that I was intrigued enough to check it out. So, on the surface, this is a game where we are going into a forest, being sent in as a recent graduate to do a research study on the local squirrels of this forest. We're here to do some surveillance and study them, find out where they live, what they're up to. But then it sounds like it gets into some pretty weird territory as things start to be especially strange in this forest, like maybe the squirrels are plotting to kill us. I don't know. That's just a guess, but I want to check this out. Also, as you can see even from this menu, it has a very distinct visual style that I think will definitely stand out. So let's get in here and check out some nuts. Let's get some nut photography even. This is definitely the kind of game, though, that I think is going to blind people who are watching this in dark mode on their screen in a dark room. Alright, right off the bat, let's bump down the sensitivity. It's a little better, but maybe just a little bit more. There we go. I think I won't be whipping around. So we've just been dropped off here in the woods. What is that? What is that right there? Weird. So right click is just like a freeze. I wonder if that's because I don't have a camera yet. But this isn't really a photography game because we're pretty much going to be setting up cameras around the forest during the day and then watching them from our little caravan at night. Well, at least we know the bus does stop here, so we can leave at some point. No, nothing on the sign. Alright, well, let's just go into the forest then.
So, the job. You'll be
The job.
researching squirrels in Mammoth Forest.
Okay. Sounds doable. Sounds like kind of a crappy first assignment for a biology graduate. I'm tempted to go exploring around, but I don't think we need to yet, because we'll probably have to do that later.
Exciting, I know. Yeah, the pay is not great, but it's a great opportunity.
You can put it on your resume at least. Yeah, I've done some field work.
That's right. You'll have your very own research caravan, and all the squirrels of Mammoth Forest to keep you company.
Squirrels are the only thing in Mammoth Forest, and we don't know why. Professor mentioned a caravan during my interview, so where is it? Day 1.
Yes, you'll be perfect. I'm looking at your resume right now. No problem with isolation, proven self-sufficiency, low expectations.
And no extended family.
Completely confident in your suitability for the role.
Nobody will miss you if you disappear out there. So yeah, this is definitely a very weird kind of surreal style, especially... It's a weird surreal style for what otherwise seems like kind of a mundane, realistic setting. You know, we are just in a forest. There's nothing magical about it. Welcome, new boots. I had to duck out for a bit, but here's the key to your new place. It'd be great if you can fire up the generator while I'm gone. Hang tight. I'll be there ASAP to pick you up. Key. Can I not take the map? No public trails beyond this point. Reserve personnel only. Okay, so this isn't like a public national park. This is an ATV. That must be the generator. So here we are, home sweet home. This is where we're gonna have to live for months. Now I can take a look around my new home. Power's out. Simon's note mentioned a generator. Well, we did see a generator a second ago. Oh. Okay. I was wondering what exactly it wanted me to do there. Fax this. Fax this check-in sheet to get to me once you get going. I like how it says your mug even though we just got here. I'm taking hold of this mug. I can't hang it up? No, clean up around here? Alright, well, there it'll stay. Camera. Instacam. Pot. Our only pot. Where's our other supply pot? Oh, man. I can't even zoom in on this. Okay, so that's all stuff we're gonna need to do once we get started. So let's start up the generator. Pretty sure I gotta prime it first before I pull that. Power's out. As soon as power's on, I'm no expert, but I bet fuel would come in handy here. Okay, it's not fueled up yet. Fuel barrels. Hose. Okay, that's connected to the satellite. Okay, none of these barrels are openable. No camping. Fuck off with your tents. Oh, okay. There's a little gas pump back here. That's helpful. Guess this is where the Rangers fuel up their ATVs. Now, I haven't really handled a lot of generators in real life, but I am pretty sure that normally you'd have to, like, prime a pump and then pull the starter cord. Alright, only took one pull. Well, we have power now.
You made it! It's me, Professor Scholz, Nina. Isn't the research station cozy?
One way to describe it.
I'd like to make sure that everything's in the right place, before we send you off into the wilds. Can you look around and see if you find a camera in there? Fantastic. Snap a photo for me, could you? Of the whole caravan?
All right. Take a picture of my home sweet home. Time to get artistic. I mean, how artistic can you really get with this thing? Yeah, get a nice upward angle. I keep right-clicking, and I'm not sure why that is a pause button. It's a weird thing to have bound to such an easily pressable button. But I guess later, maybe we're going to want to catch something on screen quickly before it gets away. Printerator EZ Series offers high-quality printing at the press of a button. Now includes SyncWave integration for automatic wireless printing. Send and receive files at lightning speed. Just feed them through the top and you're good to go. Drop a page on top of the FaxMax and automatically be sent to its destination. FaxMax receives faxes automatically. Quartercam SW250 will be your most faithful companion on long expeditions. Place it down anywhere and aim it at your target. Use the handle to aim. Okay, these are things we don't need to deal with right now because we haven't actually started our filming. So we have the fax max. Where's our printer? I don't actually see a printer in this room. I guess this is also a printer, technically. Can I... Okay. I just had to take the photo off of my journal. Did she want a picture of the interior, you think?
Looks like it's pretty much what I asked for. You never know with mail order. Okay, ready to go. Take a last look at civilization. All things going well, you'll be deep in the forest for a few months to finish the study. Simon, the logistics guy, will be there any moment to pick you up. He is a bit shy, so don't worry about small talk. Oh, sounds like he's there. Hold on to your hat.
Alright, so we weren't actually in our position for research yet. This is just where we're getting picked up and then dropped off in the woods. I was like, oh, that doesn't seem so bad. Little parking lot. Oh, okay, now it's green. Ooh. Takes a second for my eyes to adjust from the previous color palette. I should send Nina a fax to let her know I'm here. Okay. We got a GPS device. I guess I don't need that right now. So yeah, we've just been kind of dropped into it. Let's take a look around before we settle in. Yep, it's looking very green. A little foggy. I can't actually zoom with this. Moving crate. Hey, new boots. This should be everything you'll need for the moment. Good luck with your research. Thanks, Simon. He left some apple cores on top. Just to let us know he was here. I'm guessing we can't do anything with this yet. Generator. Toilet paper. That's our porta potty. I guess we don't need privacy when we're the only one allowed in these woods right now. So, should I fax her a picture then? I don't really have anything else I can send.
Hope your nerves survived that shaky ride. Yeah, I know, but the quad only fits one. You'll get used to it. So, welcome to Mammoth Forest. I'm sure you'll love it here. Such peace and quiet. Yes, cash is transferred every Friday. Don't worry, we won't forget. I know it's not easy as a recent grad.
Well, that was a little weird. Guess we lost the signal. Maybe it's not great out here. I should explore the caravan. I'm done exploring the caravan. Take like one step. Yep, that's the whole thing.
Me again. Yeah, the line cuts out sometimes, but I'll be quick. Everything you need should be right on your desk. And I'll fax over the details of your first task now. There's a corkboard in the caravan for your research. Just pin it up there. I'll wait. Okay, you can read back on this if you forget what to do. Now, can you see a small GPS device with an antenna? Your first task is simple. We just want to make sure the equipment works. So, first find the tree I marked on your GPS. Easy. Then, place a camera nearby. Yes, exactly, pointing towards the tree. With that done, you can head back to your research caravan. Once you're in position at home, hit record on the recorder and then, well, we wait. When the recording is finished at night, you can review it. As soon as you see the squirrel on your TV, snap a picture, print it out, and fax it to me. Got it? It can take a few days to get used to the work, so don't worry, there's no urgency. You're all set? Great. Then we'll talk again soon.
I'm in no rush. You're stuck out there for a long time. So you better get intimately familiar with taking photography of squirrels. Nice to have some new equipment to pick up. Alright, so I'm curious how exactly she chose a tree and marked it on the GPS here. Like, does she just look at a satellite map and be like, yeah, there's probably squirrels there. So there's our bed. My mug. Okay, so GPS device is 1 on the keypad. Or not keypad, the hotbar. I like that I can just pin things wherever on here. What does this actually say? Test camera equipment. Okay, so this is our task number 1. Welcome to Melmoth Forest Base Camp. First, let's check that the equipment left by our previous researcher still works. Just follow the steps below. Find the marked location, place a camera, sit down, hit record on the deck, and watch for a squirrel. Press pause when your squirrel is in view. Print the photo of the squirrel. Fax the photo to Professor Nina Scholes. Sounds easy enough. Drop photos or documents here. Am I not allowed to throw this out? Do I have to keep this for the next person who's gonna come by? Just stick it on the wall there. I like that you can stick stuff like that. Like, I can just take all these photos and just pin them up all over this caravan. Make it mine. I have heard this game's not actually very long. I think it's only like 3 hours maybe, but I imagine you probably don't want to stretch out this type of gameplay indefinitely. Okay, so we have this whole recording setup here that we can probably scan through all our video, rewind, go slow, all that stuff. But first, the cameras. Seems like my first task involves placing a camera pointing towards the tree marked with an X. I guess I can't put this camera away while I'm carrying it. Don't I just have a camera holster on my back? Alright, so the tree is this tree. Guess I should head back to my caravan and press record on my TV. Bam. Night 1. So now we get to scroll through 10 hours of squirrel footage. Enhance box. Channel switcher. Print button. Okay. So, play. Okay, thankfully it does not actually give us a big long section. There's a squirrel. Hold up. Rewind. I wonder if there's hotkeys for these. There we go. Have it without the scan lines on it. Now how do I snap a picture? Yep, that is a squirrel. Send her this in the middle of the night.
Whew, seems everything works like a charm. So, now what we really need is a close-up of this squirrel near its stash. We found them in treetops, under rocks, buried underground, anywhere, really. When I did this study 15 years ago... Oh, did I forget to mention that? Yeah, believe it or not, Panorama tried the exact same bullshit back in '82, trying to get this damnable dam approved. I know, but they won't succeed now either, thanks to you. Anyway, from my work back then, I know the squirrels here take the same route every night, so I'm sure you can follow him easily enough. When you have the squirrel in frame at the end of the recording, print out a photo and send it over. Oh, and Simon mentioned something about dropping off some extra stuff for you? Maybe check outside.
Okay. So we need to find out where they hide their nuts. Pin that over the previous assignment. Find the stash. Last researcher told us that the male squirrel in this area visits the same location every night. We need to know where, as that'll be where the stash is. Could you get a photo of the squirrel with the stash for our records? Figure out where the squirrel goes, place cameras, print a photo of the squirrel with the stash, fax it to Nina. Okay. So he goes off to the right. I'm not actually sure what this thing does. Okay, so we can zoom and then find the exact frame. Now, can I drag this right here? No, okay, we can't just drag second by second, which sucks, because there would be nice to have a... Oh, never mind. Okay, I tried it with the arrow keys. Because otherwise, I just have to, like, rewind play. Where are you hiding your nuts? We'll find out. Okay. So what else does he got for us? Okay, now we can sprint. I could not do that earlier. You know what they say, new boots? Life is a river. You just have to let it flow. Looks like I let it flow a bit too much there before. I forgot some stuff in the first drop-off. I brought it for you now. Simon. Thanks, Simon. You're probably on top of this, but don't forget to take the TV inside. Night dew and electricity do not mix, as far as I found out embarrassingly recently. So what is this TV connected to? And where am I going to put it? I guess just on the table. I do like that you can kind of freeform arrange this stuff, though. You know, it gives it a sort of tactile feel for this whole caravan. Alright, so are we a little bluer than we were yesterday? Anyway. Oh, hold on, what's this?
I guess now is as good a time as any to tell you what we're actually doing here. The Viago Institute, the place we work for, performs impact studies. Yes, exactly. Construction companies need to commission studies like this one to be legally permitted to build anything. And this one is commissioned by an entity known as Panorama Corp. They want to build a ludicrous 5-star condo place here called Panorama Land. I know. And they tried something just like this 15 years ago. But my research into native squirrel habitats had to shut that down, because our fluffy little squirrels are classified as an endangered species. So your work here could help to save this space for the squirrels to live in. Anyway, I'm probably boring the ear of you. Let's get back to work.
Alright. So hopefully he doesn't go far, because we should be able to capture where he goes from here. Find out where his nuts are. So I guess that's really all we need to do for this first day, or second day. Once everything's in position, just hit record. I'm wondering though, is there other stuff I should be looking around for, hidden? Because I have the GPS, so I don't have to worry about getting lost. But I'm just curious how much, kind of Easter eggy stuff or lore is hidden around if I look for it, or if it won't pop up until it becomes relevant to start looking around. What kind of birds are making those sounds? So yeah, it takes a little kind of adjustment at first to get used to this color palette, but I do think it's a pretty neat look, and very different for the kind of game this is. I mean, sure, you might say it's a little artsy. In fact, I can't tell if this is supposed to be a bush or mushrooms right here, but it stands out, I guess. Alright, yeah, I don't think there's much else we can do, so... In this video, at least, let's find out where this first pack of nuts is. And once we know where he keeps these nuts, we can find the other ones. Alright. Let's see where you're gonna go tonight. Go at regular speed first. Okay. Comes down. Runs over there. Oh, and then he keeps going. So clearly, it's going to take us a while to trace this down. I kind of thought it'd be behind that rock. But yeah, we're not ready just yet. Well, I guess all we can do is try the next day. It's weird how you progress from night to day by opening that door, like, instead of just going to sleep. So yeah, it's a pretty basic setup here, but I'm sure that'll get more complicated, and you'll have to do all kinds of stuff with your cameras to find out what you need to know. Okay, so... it's gonna go past this rock. So maybe... we'll put one of these over here. See if he passes that. I like that there's no time limit to this, though. You know, there's no rush. You just chill out and find out what that squirrel's doing. All right, little buddy. This time I've got you. Okay. Here he comes. Damn. Kinda hoping I would capture a little more there. Okay. So he runs to the left of camera 2. Yeah, I really think that these would be better served by having hotkeys for them. Like when you're in this mode, you can hit like space to pause and stuff like that. Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out like where I'm gonna need to move my cameras. He goes past the rock, keeps going through the bushes, but not towards the other camera. Off to the side. Like I said, we're gonna get this first mission with this squirrel done before we finish this video. So yeah, like, it's a chill game, but I am intrigued by the fact that this is gonna get weird later. Though honestly, I'd probably enjoy it even if it was just increasingly complex puzzles about finding squirrel stashes. Because this is camera 1. And this is camera 2, so he goes, like, kind of this way. And this one will set up here. No. So that way, if he runs down the hill, we'll see him. I almost feel like I can kind of skip that, put this camera directly over there. Because somehow I don't think his nuts are going to be here. Okay, well, I think we've captured this whole area in the field of view. So, back to the caravan. Imagine if, like, that's the only work you have to do during the day, and then you just have to sit there and wait until night before you can do the rest of your job. Just pin that to the screen. Oh. Reveal your nuts to me. Okay. We got him in frame, going down the hill. He should pass by camera 1 as he goes. Oh, but then he jinks off to the left. I almost wish we had better tracking tools. Like we could at least find some squirrel tracks out there to follow. Okay, so he goes off to the left. And completely out of frame of camera 2. So he's kind of like down here on camera 2. I do like that it's like the same snippet of time, so, you know, the further I press these cameras, the later he's going to show up on them until we can find just where he goes. So that kind of gives us an idea of how much more travel time there is. Alright, so we didn't get the best confirmation here. We just know that he goes down the hill, and then he goes left. So I'm going to have to move camera 1 further to the left, and then probably move camera 2, or sorry. Camera 2, I just need to tilt to the left. Camera 1, I'm going to move further down the hill and then point it across so we can get another crisscross view. Alright, well, take me 5 days to get this one photograph, but I'm going to get it. I imagine as you go, you'll probably get more cameras, though our channel switcher only has 3, so... What was that? Butterfly. There's no zoom, so this is as big a picture I can get of that butterfly. But we're not here to study butterflies. We're after something nuttier. Okay, so camera 2. I think we want to point it like here, because I'm pretty sure his stash is going to be well hidden. Whereas camera 1, that's going to be kind of here. Nope. Here. So at least that way, if his stash is over there, we can zoom a little bit and maybe get an idea of where we need to look. Alright, is this going to be the night? The night of the squirrel? I guess every night is the night of the squirrel. Okay, should be coming. Here he comes. Nothing on camera 2. There we go. Got him. Not much longer now, squirrel. Okay. Oh, hold on. Let's back that up a little bit. What is that right there? You see that? There's like a sign or something on that tree. Kind of strange, don't you think? Okay, so he heads off and then goes behind that rock, right? And then he goes straight ahead. So I think we can put our cameras right over there and we should have them. I was not expecting this first squirrel to go so far. Alright, I think we got him this time. I've said for the last 4 days. So yeah, I kind of want to see what that sign is. Alright, so he goes off behind this rock, right here. I wanted to see if we could find that thing I was seeing, but I can't even really see the angle on it now. Alright, so he goes over here. I guess what I was seeing was like right here. I almost want to put a camera on that just so I can see what it is. We'll put one here, because he runs off in this direction. Yeah, because camera 1, we captured him going this way. So, it's gotta be here. There's not enough time left on the film for it to be anywhere else. "10 hours of footage, 15 seconds of squirrel." Okay. There's no hiding from me this time. Now I have you. No, we're still in slow-mo. Let's go normal speed. Did something in the background move, or was that just the scan lines? Okay, he should be coming. Okay, there he is. So he goes behind that rock. Man, did I really miss it? Goes to right about here. Okay. So it's got to be like that bush right there. Because there's like 3 seconds left after that. And he doesn't come back out the other side. See, I put this camera 2 here because I was wondering if that sign or whatever it was would pop up again. But it didn't. And I don't know if there's any significance to that. Alright. It's the end of week 1. We have to do this. Both for the sake of ending the video and because who wants to spend a week trying to find one squirrel's nest when you have so many more to find? Alright. Oh. Well, there's another tape right there. Okay, so looking at it from here, it goes behind this bush. Aha! I got your nuts. Got you by the nuts this time?
It's October 7th. Yes, I had to check. Still 1982. Didn't need to check that yet. I've just arrived at location 4C, near the source of Mammoth Creek. It's my first day of the field study here, and I'm hoping to see some squirrels. No activity yet today, but my fingers are crossed. I'll stick around until nightfall. Squirrels aren't known to be nocturnal, but sure, who knows out here in Mammoth? I'm seeking to find out exactly where their nests are. Since they don't really hibernate, they have to come up and down the trees all the time.
Also, does Simon deliver us fuel for the generator, like, on a regular basis? Alright, well, we know we've got him now, because we found the nuts. Still don't know what this mystery is. We're gonna pin it up there. Damn it, I can't really get closer. Okay. Guaranteed now. Switch this to camera 2. Get ready to pause. Once we see those 4 furry paws. Gotcha. It's actually not the best angle because he's behind that little wedge. But I think this will count. Yes, that is a squirrel enjoying his nuts.
Interesting. Looks like this one doesn't go very far into the forest. But hey, it's the middle of the night. Go to sleep. I'll call you back in the morning.
I wonder if we're just waking her up every time. Be like, hey, I got those squirrel photos. Time for bed. My first victory. Why the tilt? That's for you to find out later.
Let's try something a little more challenging. We know that some squirrels build their nests, drays, a little bit further away from their nut stashes. According to my records, this one can go pretty far, so do be prepared for this task to take quite some time. I updated the location on your GPS. Good luck!
Advanced Squirrel Surveillance. We have another squirrel whose stash location has changed since our last researcher was in the forest. We need you to find out where the updated stash location is. But watch out. This one is a real tricksy little fellow, and the stash could very well not be where you expect. Take a picture of the squirrel's stash, fax it to Nina, await further instructions. So yeah, I guess that's a look at nuts. That's the basic gameplay. We didn't really get into the weirdness yet, but I bet it's out there. I have just heard kind of vague rumblings that things get pretty strange with this game. And it doesn't just play it straight. Alright, so the squirrel comes from here. I'm wondering, like, if I wander around enough, is it possible to stumble upon the nut stash? Or would it have to be like, oh, you've gotten close enough with the cameras that now it's going to actually show up? Because, I mean, there's not that much territory right now for us to uncover. I wasn't sure if I could cross the river. Yeah, this leads back to our caravan. So yeah, I think this is neat. It's definitely a lot different than a lot of other games. I can't really think of something comparable to this at the moment. Like, it's kind of a walking sim, but I mean, you are also doing something. It's just you're doing one specific unusual thing that most games don't have you do. But yeah, there's not really a lot of games built around surveillance, especially not ones that then let you get up and walk around, you know? This isn't Five Nights at Freddy's where you're sitting there flipping through cameras and pressing a button sometimes. You're actually going out, placing the cameras, and trying to find the right angles. So it's got a little bit of that photography gene in it, but not directly. So yeah, I think this is cool. I might like to carry on with this at some point. Since if it isn't very long, I could see how this might make for a neat, chill LP. But for the moment, we'll say goodbye to the squirrels of Melmoth Forest. And I hope you folks all had a good time looking for nuts. Take care. See you around.